Welcome to today's class. Please grab 2 blocks, a bolster if you have one, and if not, grab a big cushion or 2. We will begin in a passive back bend in which you can either place a block underneath your sacrum, right underneath the lower back, almost in between the hips, and it can be in the flattest part, and it would be on the horizontal position, so not in the vertical position aligned with the spine, but in the opposite way. If you have a bolster, on the other hand, you can place the sitting bones on the floor, the bolster behind you along the spine, and lay on the bolster. You can choose to have your soles of the feet on the floor with the knees resting against each other, or the soles of the feet can be together with the knees wide apart in reclined butterfly. Invite your attention to be focused on the breath. Deepening your inhale, lengthening your exhale. And as you breathe, begin to refine that breath. Inviting a state of aware and mindful presence. There is a metaphor about 2 twin babies in the womb talking to each other. One asks the other, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" The other replied, "Why? Of course. There has to be something after delivery. Maybe we are here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There is no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" The second said, "I don't know, but there will be more light than here. Maybe we will walk with our legs and eat from our mouths. Maybe we will have other senses that we can't understand now." The first replied, "This is absurd. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition and everything we need, but the umbilical cord is so short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." The second insisted, "Well, I think there is something, and maybe it's different than it is here. Maybe we won't need this physical cord anymore." The first replied, "Nonsense. And moreover, if there is life, then why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery, there is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere." "Well, I don't know," said the second, "but certainly we will meet Mother, and she will take care of us." The first replied, "Mother? You actually believe in Mother? That's laughable. If Mother exists, then where is she now?" The second said, "She's all around us. We are surrounded by her. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist," said the first. "Well, I don't see her, so it is only logical that she doesn't exist." To which the second replied, "Sometimes, when you're in silence, and you focus, and you really listen, you can perceive her presence, and you can hear her loving voice calling down from above." Letting the story sink in and using it as a means to stay receptive to that which we don't know, to that which we might be unaware of, yet we open up to the greatness of creation, to the greatness of the mysteries of life, of the universe, and the Mother that holds us. Slowly begin to place the soles of the feet on the floor if they were not there already. Knees can rest against each other. If you are laying down on a bolster, you can simply roll over to your side. If you have the block under your sacrum, please press through the feet, lift the pelvis, release the block with your hand, leave it on the side. And from wherever you are, begin to find a seated position. Allow the palms to join in a prayer in front of your heart. You can close your eyes, inhaling and exhaling through the mouth. Setting an intention, if you wish, for your practice. An invitation for intention can be broadening the scope of your understanding as you become more receptive and open to what the moment brings. Let's inhale together and exhale together. Inhale to chant Om, inhaling. Begin to rub your palms against each other, create heat in your hands. Place your hands over the eyes, take a big inhale, clearing breath out through the mouth. Open your eyes for the fingertips. Release the hands. Place your palms on the thighs or anywhere you wish. Inhale to roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale to squeeze the shoulder blades back against each other and down. Do a couple of circles like that. And even exaggerating a little bit the movement around the shoulder and shoulder blade area, the whole of the scapula. And then reverse that. And from here, let's shift into a tabletop position. Raise underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Begin to push the floor away, radiating out from the center of your palms through the knuckles and the tips of each finger and thumb. Keep these. As you inhale, begin to lift your chin, let the shoulder blades squeeze, lift the seat bones. And as you exhale, begin to press the floor away, scare cat. Do 3 cat and cow movements. Exhale, pushing the floor away. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now can you do the same, but inviting more of the movement of the shoulders that you just did when you were seated. So as you inhale, bring the shoulders towards the ears, shoulder blades squeeze, take the chin forward, seat bones lift. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades away from each other as you press the floor away. And take 2 like this. Inviting Ujjayi breathing, oceanic sound breath. And begin to lean forward, lean slightly back, and take a few movements like that. You can tuck the toes too, so that you can also begin to get the feet ready and the toes ready. And now do the same, but shifting from side to side as you begin to walk the fingertips outwards. So facing away from each other. And just a very slow, mindful movement from side to side. Let the fingertips face back towards the knees now. And perhaps inviting cat and cow here. Only if this feels okay for your wrists. If it feels too much, shift the fingertips out or forward or in space in between. And then slowly shift it back to the front, fingertips face forward. Find a neutral position in the spine. And we will add to cat and cow. So now inhale, right leg extends back behind you, gazing forward. As you exhale, begin to press the floor away. Bring the right knee towards the nose as you coil in. Right heel towards right sitting bone. Inhale, reaching back, opening the chest. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. And now exhale, push the floor away. Hold the breath. Inhale, extend. Find space in your front. And exhale, coil in. Find space in your back. Hold the breath. Now, we will add on. Inhale, right leg extends back behind you. Broaden through the collarbones. As you hold the breath, bring the elbows down very slowly. Forearms touch down. Now, extend the arms, and as you exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose. That twice. So inhale. Hold the breath, elbows down, forearms touch down, the gaze is forward, slightly upwards. Exhale, arms extend at the same time as you coil in. One more time, inhale. Hold the breath, elbows down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg extends. Now exhale, bring the chest in between your hands, chin down. You can tuck the back toes or you can press through the top foot and inhale to slide forward into cobra. Hug the elbows in, broadening through the collarbones. Tuck the toes down, press through the knees, and exhale to move into child's pose. Inhale, returning to tabletop. Exhale, neutral spine. Let's go on to the left leg extending back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extending the leg. Hold the breath at the top, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round the spine. A lot of space between the shoulder blades. Hold the breath. Inhale, once again, extend. Shoulder blades squeezing. Hold the breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold. Inhale, extend. Hold the breath. Elbows down, forearms squeezed. Though they don't move, they just activate. Exhale, knee to nose, extend the arms. Inhale, elbows down mindfully. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale. Elbows down, gaze forward. Exhale, extend the arms, knee to nose, thigh to chest. Inhale to extend. Exhale, chest down, chin down. Inhale, slide forward so the chest hovers on the floor and all the way forward and up. Bhujangasana. This time exhale here. 5. Inhale, 4. Elbows hugging in, shoulder blades squeezing. Exhale fully. Shoulders away from the ears. Kneecaps lifted, tops of the feet pressing down. Quads engaged, glutes engaged. As you squeeze the legs towards each other. One more big inhale. Transition back into child's pose. Tuck the toes. Inhale, back to tabletop. Neutral spine, exhale. We'll add on. Inhale, right leg extends back. Exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine. Now send the elbows down. Keep the knee towards the chest. Inhale, extend both arms. Elbows lift at the same time. Find extension. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, coil in. Keep these, elbows down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold, elbows down, hug in, hug in, hug in. Inhale, extend. Leg and arms, exhale, knee down. Child's pose. Inhale, back to tabletop. Left leg up. Exhale, thigh to chest, knee to nose. Hold the breath, elbows down, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, coil. Round, elbows down, hold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. Keep that, elbows down, as if the hands wanted to slide towards one another. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee down, child's. 4 cycles breath there. the toes, find downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Draw your pubic bone back and up while drawing your tailbone slightly back and down. As you inhale, lift the heels, so move onto the balls of your feet, and exhale to soften the heels down. Inhale, coming up onto your toes. Exhale, soften the heels wherever they go. One more time, inhale, lifting. Exhale, softening. Transition towards the front of the room in any way that suits you, either a little lunge or hop, floating. As you inhale, lengthen the spine into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, begin to extend the arms all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, clear the space from your head to your heart. As you inhale, extend the arms all the way up. As you exhale, bend the knees, clear. Interlace the fingers, inhale, reach the palms forward as your torso finds a parallel to the floor. And exhale, bring the hands towards the heart. Thumbs touch the heart. As you inhale, begin to lift the arms, the thumbs reach all the way up. The chin slightly draws up. As you exhale, arms all the way wide apart and down. One last time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, clearing, sitting on a chair. Palms forward. Inhale, gaze down, arms framing the ears. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise with a mild back bend. And exhale, stretch your torso over to the right, forward, over to the left and back, drawing a circle. Finding a little bit of your own crop here as you move. And then as you come back towards a more centered position with a mild back bend, move over to the other side. Inhale, taking the gaze all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way down into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift in the spine. Now bend the knees as much as you need to place the palms down and lower as you step back. So sometimes you step back to plank and then you lower. Now keep your elbows bent, so we are training the body in different ways to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to find downward facing dog, 5 cycles of breath. Walking your dog, finding smoother breaths, sharpened awareness, and always staying open to whatever arises in our practice. Anything that can be beyond our understanding. And now begin to lift the heels and please find plank. As you exhale, bend the knees, stay high onto your toes and send the seat bones towards the heels. So this is like a very active child's pose. Now in active child's, send the heels over to the left. Inhale, back to plank. And exhale over to the other side, sit bones press back. But now stay with the feet as they are, and as you inhale, extend the legs, sweep your top arm all the way back, up and forward. And exhale, back to active child's. Inhale, back to plank. Heels over to the other side as the sit bones move towards the heels. Top arm sweeps all the way back, up and forward. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Noticing your down dog, if you tend to have more of an arched spine or a protraction in the shoulder blades, like pushing the floor away, more of a rounded spine. None of them right or wrong, they just are ways in which you find your downward dog more bearable. So being aware of how we normally do it is key. As you inhale now, please find plank. As you exhale, see if you can begin to lower all the way down for 5 counts. If you don't think you can do 5 counts, send the knees down to the floor and lower. Place the left cheek on the floor, take the arms out wide into a T shape. Slide the right hand underneath your right shoulder. Lift the right leg, bend the right knee, and roll over to the left hand side of the body, placing the right foot behind the left leg as if you were in a variation of tree pose, Vrikshasana. If this doesn't feel right in your shoulder area, feel free to slide the extended arm downwards, away from the front of the room. The right foot really firmly presses down, and the outside of your right leg wants to move back behind you. Another option you can take here is to have your lifted thigh and then extend the leg all the way up as if you wanted to point the toes towards the ceiling. Stay here for 2 seconds breath. And then begin to rebend the knee, place the sole of the foot on the floor. Some of you might be able to send the right arm all the way back, maybe interlace the fingers, taking the gaze up over the right shoulder. Never doing anything that compromises your own health and your own ability to feel good. And then begin to rebend the knee, place the sole of the foot on the floor. Slowly coming out of posture, right cheek to the floor, left hand underneath the left shoulder. Lifting the left leg and moving over to the other side. Here you can replicate what you did on the other side. Keeping that extended leg very active, as if you wanted to reach the toes up, but your front thigh towards the front of the room. Take a breath here and slowly begin to release. Rebend the knee, foot down. And from where you are, slowly begin to come back to center. Place the hands by the sides of the chest. Tuck the toes. As you inhale, please find plank. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Place the knees underneath the hips and let them hover for 5. Broadening through the shoulder blades, 4. Pressing the hands away, 3. Strong core, 2. Last breath, knees down. Extend right leg back, bend the right knee. See how high you can reach the right toes and the right thigh. And as you exhale, let your left foot slide over to the left hand side. Right knee reaches up and right arm follows. Right fingertips reaching all the way up. See if you can place the right foot on top of the left, as in a variation of Baddha. And as you exhale, press firmer through the left hand. As you inhale, begin to lift the right knee towards the sky. Take your gaze towards the front of the mat and send the right foot all the way forward, very lightly. Let the left toes return back to the mat. As you inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, let the pelvis move back towards a more neutral position. Press the left knee towards the right heel towards the knee. Inhale, lean the torso forward, reach the palms forward, gaze down, strong through the right foot. Right knee stays in. And exhale, palms to heart, thumbs touch the heart. Inhale, creating a mild back bend, thumb all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, touch down. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift the left knee, gaze forward, press the left heel back. As you exhale, press enough through the right foot. Right leg extends, fold. Inhale, back to lunge, right knee bends. Plant the palms down, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, knees bend. Almost touching the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees touch down. Inhale, left knee bend, left leg rises. Open the chest. Thigh reach a little higher. And as you exhale, right foot out to the right. Left foot on top of the right. Left arm reaches up. So pressing as you did before, pressing against the floor, opening the leg, reaching it back behind you, squeezing the gluteal muscles if that helps. One more inhale. Exhale. Left knee begins to rise as if you wanted to touch your left elbow with your left knee. Take your gaze forward, pressing up through the right hand. With no rush, begin to send the left foot all the way forward, right foot back. Inhale, arms reach up, active through the legs. Clearing as you exhale. Interlace the fingers, inhale, palms forward, arms framing the ears. Exhale, hands to heart. Let your thumbs help you lift the chin up, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, hands all the way down. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, extend the back leg. Right thigh very active, right heel pressing back, chest open. Exhale, extend the front leg, press through the left foot, fold. Inhale, back to lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering. Halfway down if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3, 2, 1. Breathe here. 5 cycles of breath. If you ever need child's pose, please feel super free to take it. Inhale and exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, lengthening through the sides of the body, and exhale there. If your heels are all the way down, press into the outer edges of the feet, and then through the centers of the heels and the big toe mound. Last full deep inhale, big exhale. Micro bend the knees, lift the heels, gaze forward. Whenever you're ready, either hop forward, lunge forward. As you get there, inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold. Rising all the way up, inhale. Exhale, clear. Arms reach up to the sky, gaze up. As you exhale, bend the knees, hands to heart. Chair, inhale, lengthening, palms face the front, and exhale. The torso is parallel to the mat, the palms are pushing forward, the arms are extended. Everything in you is active. Now see if you can begin to squeeze the legs towards each other or out apart. Whatever helps you activate your body. Big breath in here. Ujjayi breath, big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out, fold. Inhale, extend through the spine. Either transition through vinyasas, lowering as you step back, or find a cheeky crow pose. Breathe there, hug the elbows in, take the crown of the head slightly forward. Maybe shooting the legs back all the way back to chaturanga. Let's meet in downward facing dog. As you inhale, extend the right leg up, bend the right knee, keep the right thigh reaching high, left heel can also lift. Keep breathing here and begin to find a little bit of ease around the leg, the femur in the hip socket. So find any movement that feels nourishing or lubricating for your body. And now lift the left heel a little more. Press firmer through the hands and begin to spin your left heel over to the left hand side. As you begin to send the right foot back behind you, flipping your dog. Let the sit bones move down as if you were moving towards a seated position. And as you inhale, press through the right foot, lift the pelvis, extend the right arm back behind you. Exhale here. Now begin to lift the right knee towards the sky. Gaze forward and see how slowly you can step the right foot forward. If this is too hard for you, please stick to the first variation we did. Inhale, crescent lunge, rising all the way up. Exhale, clearing breath out through the center of the chest. When the hands are in front of the heart, interlace the fingers, and as you inhale, press the palms forward. And following the fingers with the crown of the head, get long. As you exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up, crescent lunge. Hali Mudra. As you exhale, begin to reach the index fingers all the way forward and down. Left heel in, bend the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms towards the back of the room, Skandasana. And as you exhale, reverse that, hands all the way down, forward, all the way back up, and back to Skandasana. As you inhale, bend the front knee, lean your torso forward, press the left hand down, bring the left toes to face the front, reach your right arm forward. As you exhale, spin onto the outer edge of your left heel, your torso open to the right hand side, draw a horizon with the right arm all the way back. Lift the pelvis, reach the right arm all the way up and forward. And as you exhale, press through the right foot to extend the leg, fold, right hand down. Inhale, rebend the front knee, come up onto your fingertips. Pelvis down, left thigh up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Lower, very slowly. 1, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, find downward facing dog. Left leg rising, right heel follows. Bend the left knee. Find a bit of movement. Find ease. Find lightness. And then lift the right heel more as you very slowly begin to shift your right heel over to the right hand side for Wild Thing. Left foot lands behind you, sitting bones down. And as you inhale, find a full variation of Wild Thing, extending through the leg, through the heart, left arm reaching up. Inhale, left knee begins to draw towards the left elbow, reaching out high. As you exhale, guide the left foot all the way forward to the front of the mat, landing lightly. Inhale, the arms extend all the way up to crescent lunge. Clearing breath out with the palms moving downwards very slowly. Interlace the fingertips. Inhale, use your core, get long as the palms reach forward. As you exhale, send the palms back towards Prada, center of the heart. Inhale, find mild back bend. As you exhale, index fingers draw towards the midline of the mat. Right heel in, right knee bend, Skandasana, arms reach back. As you exhale, reverse the hands all the way forward and back to Skandasana. Rebend the left knee, right hand where it was before, left arm reaching forward. As you exhale, spin the right heel over to the right, rotate your torso over to the left and draw a horizon. As you inhale, reach high as the left arm returns forward. As you exhale, extend the front leg, left hand lands down, gaze back. Sit bones actively reaching up. Inhale, rebend the front knee, come up onto your fingertips. Get long. As you exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Back into upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, 5 full cycles of breath. Now begin to walk the hands towards the back of your mat, towards your feet. Slow movement. Once you get there, as you inhale, slide hands from the inner ankles all the way up to the shins, to the thighs, get long on the sideways in the spine. As you exhale, shift the hands towards your sitting bones and slide them all the way down as you fold. Either wrapping the calves with the forearms and really squeezing in as you get closer to the thighs, maybe the chin slightly in, as if you wanted to gaze towards the knees, inner thighs to navel. And as you inhale, get long, your head heavy as an anchor that wants to go to the depth of the place it's in. The next option is to grab the big toes with the peace finger, so index and middle finger completely in between the big toe and the second toe. The knuckle of the thumbs can be bent and placed over the knuckle of the big toe. And then squeeze the elbows in as you pull your torso towards the thighs and the head downwards. Big breath in, big breath out, sending weight onto the toes, sides of the feet, the whole span of the feet, and slowly release. Inhale, begin to lengthen the spine into a halfway lift. Micro bend the knees, walk all the way forward into plank. Now, as you exhale, bring the knees down, micro bend the elbows, and begin to lower the chest in between the hands for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slide the chest forward for 3, cobra, 2, 1. Now Shavasana. Lift through the chin, lift through the arms reaching back, shoulder blades squeezing, shoulders away from the ears, chin slightly in, so the neck is aligned with the spine for 3. Reaching higher with the arms and the legs for 2. Last breath. Right cheek to the floor, take a little break. Now, even if you are able to grab the feet in Dhanurasana, don't do so. So bend the knees, begin to reach the arms back as you just did in Shavasana, and begin to lift the chin, lift the collarbones, keep reaching back towards the legs and the legs towards you, and keep squeezing everything in as if you wanted to hold your hands onto a pole right behind you. So you're squeezing everything in, lifting the thighs a little higher for 2, for 1, release the legs. You can send the opposite cheek to the floor, take a little rest. Deep inhale and deep exhale here. This time bend the knees. If you can hold the feet over the shins, please do so. And slowly begin to lift the chin, shoulders squeeze back and away from the ears, thighs lift, and breathe here. In Dhanurasana, you can begin to shift the weights in opposite directions, so feel free to explore, become a little more playful here. 1 more big breath, take your deepest inhalation, hold the breath at the top. Exhale, come all the way down, place your forehead on top of your hands, one hand on top of the other, Makarasana. Hands now underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, find upward facing dog, tops of the feet down. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. We inhale, right leg extends all the way up, left heel lift. Exhale, right foot lands down, sitting bones touch the floor this time. Inhale to lift the pelvis. Stay here for 5 cycles of breath. Options are to stay in a more open version of Wild Things, so your heart begins to almost gaze up. Staying strong here. And now begin to shift some of the weight onto the outer edge of your left foot as in side plank. And see if you can remain steady here. If you can, lift the right knee. Let it face up towards the ceiling. You can extend the right leg here. You can place the sole of the right foot on the left inner thigh or so. Any variation is very welcomed. Breathe here for 3, for 2, for 1. Now begin to guide that foot all the way forward. Slow, steady, light step forward. Inhale, find crescent lunge. Exhale, stay in your crescent. So here it's also as if the pelvis wanted to move down, but the left thigh is so active that it reaches up. And this now allows an inner alignment. And the arms reaching all the way up, lengthening the sides of the body, as if you wanted to put a big box on top of the tallest shelf. Clearing out as you exhale. Interlace the fingertips. Inhale, torso forward, palms moving away from the crown of the head, and the crown of the head continues to reach forward, so you come up onto the left toes, reaching forward. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, left heel in, hands slide all the way down. Extend the front leg, reach the arms back. So as you inhale, sweep the hands down, forward, bend the right knee, and then all the way up and back as you re-straighten the front leg. 5 breaths here. Any variation of Skandasana, inhaling and exhaling with Jai, oceanic sound breath. Big inhale, adapting your skeleton for this posture whenever it's needed. Inhaling, finding ease, finding lightness. Last full deep inhale. Exhale. Bend the right knee, the fingertips slide all the way forward, right arm reaching forward. Exhale to rotate your torso over to the right as you spin onto the outer edge of the right heel, draw a horizon with the right arm. Kiss back, deep the pelvis. Inhale, pelvis rises, right arm up, alongside the ear. Exhale, draw a horizon. One last time, inhale. Draw horizon, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up into a reverse lunge. And as you exhale, extend the front leg, right hand down, sit bones up, fold. Big inhale, maybe finding some more length across the spine. And as you exhale, getting longer on the sides body as the sit bones reach back. Right heel pressing back, left toes pressing forward. So let this be really active. If you need blocks underneath your hands, please use blocks. As you breathe out, rebend the front knee. Grab the calf muscle of the front leg. Hug it with the forearm if you can. And then slide the left fingertips forward. And send the back leg all the way up as you fold your torso over the front leg, draping down, crown of the head heavy. Give yourself a really, really big squeeze. Give yourself a really, really big hug. Standing splits. Begin to release your right hand down, bend the right knee, step the left foot back. Walk the hands over to the left hand side, so towards a center position, wide-legged stance, prasarita padasana. As you inhale, find length, and as you exhale, begin to fold. Crown of the head downwards towards the floor. See if you can align the fingertips with the toes, so the hands would be underneath your shoulders or so, as if you were guiding the crown of the head downwards towards the floor, sending weight equally into all parts of the feet. And it's as if you wanted to thread your torso on the insides of the legs. When you send the forearms down, hug the elbows in, can you invite that here? If tripod headstand is in your practice, please feel free to bring the crown of the head down. If you're under a try and your crown of the head touches the floor, press through the hands, hug the elbows in, and invite a little arch in the spine, a back bend, as you lift the heels as high as you can, and maybe your toes will lift. Don't get scared. Hug the elbows in. Take 3 breaths wherever you choose to be. And slowly begin to lower all the way down. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders again. Walk the hands all the way towards the front of your mat. Place your left knee down. Extend your right leg up. As you exhale, bend the elbows and lower your chest in between your hands. Chin down, gaze forward. Keep the right leg up. Maybe the left foot can support the right knee or thigh. Continue to hug the elbows in. Maybe the right leg can even go further forward, as if you wanted to send the right leg all the way towards the front of the room. One more breath. Left foot down or left toes down, and now slide the torso forward back to cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg rises.
Right heel rises and begin to spin onto the outer edge of your right foot. Left toes land back. Seat bones down. Inhale, find expansion. Wild thing, rock star, flip dog, the many names it has. It doesn't matter as long as you make it your own. Maybe the hand behind the head as you open up the chest, as if you were in urdhva in wheel. Now, you might help to bring the right toe slightly in, come onto the outer edge of your right foot, more towards the side plank, and bring the left knee up. So either staying here, or extending the leg and reaching it up, grabbing the foot maybe. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. Left knee rises. And stepping the left foot all the way forward, very, very slowly, like a feather landing on soft grass. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, stay in your crescent. Get tall, get long. Breathing out, get rooted. Inhale. Exhale. So your drishti, even if you're inside a room, you can envision a very expanded peripheral view as if it was a whole horizon. It can be the ocean, it can be a mountain, anything that is vast and spacious. The bigger picture of the reality that we experience. As you exhale, clearing breath out, hands to the center, interlace the fingers, inhale, reach forward. Stay strong through the back leg, press the right heel forward. Hollow at your navel as the palms continue to press forward, forward, forward. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, index fingers draw a line down on the floor, all the way back, right heel in, bend the right knee, extend the front leg. And reverse that, as if you were a reverse warrior. Bend the left knee. Sway the hands down, forward, and all the way up and back, returning to Skandasana. As you exhale, begin to sweep the hands all the way down and forward. Right hand touches down underneath the right shoulder, left arm reaching forward, getting long. And as you exhale, spin over. Spin the right heel over to the right hand side, draw a horizon with the left arm all the way back, deep the pelvis. Inhale, press the floor away, left arm up. Alongside the ear, exhale, deep the pelvis as you reach the arm back. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Come back onto your back toes, left arm reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Parsvottanasana variation, right heel is lifted, left leg is extended. Arms supporting you in any way they can. If the arms can go all the way forward and you can come up onto your fingertips, you can do so too. Arms as if it was the active child's pose that you have been doing. Breathing in, breathing out. Rebend the front leg, hug the calf, slide the right fingertips all the way forward. Lift the back leg and shimmy it all the way up and forward, standing splits. Crown of the head down, body long, upper torso long. Let gravity help you here as you send the back heel as far to the front of the room as you can. Urdhva, prasarita, padasana. Stay here for 3 breaths. Get long, press through the right hand down on the floor as you send more weight onto the front toes. One more deep inhale, toes reaching all the way up. And as you exhale, begin to rebend the left knee. Place the left hand down, step the right foot back, place the right knee down on the floor. As you inhale, extend the left leg back into a 3-legged tabletop. As you exhale, send your chest in between your hands, chin down, gaze forward. Right foot lifts so that it can support the left thigh or left knee. And here you can stay, or the left leg can move forward, all the way forward. As you continue to squeeze the elbows towards one another and the palms continue to press down. Big breath in. Cleansing breath out. Last deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly begin to transition into Bhujangasana. Exhale, child's pose. 5 breaths. Downward facing dog, slowly.
Shorten your down dog slightly. Bring the feet a bit closer toward one another, pointing the toes out in a 45-degree angle or so, and begin to push the floor away with your hands, while your feet squeeze in towards the center of your mat. Now slide one hand back very, very slowly, and see if you can grab the outside of your ankle or leg. Hug everything in as you begin to lift the opposite leg up, reaching the heel up and towards the front of the room. Take around 2 breaths here. Keep squeezing. It's as if you wanted to bring your torso towards the back leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze, full breath in. And then very slowly begin to take your gaze downwards as you slide the hand all the way forward, foot down. Set up for the other side, toes slightly out, pressing firmly through the foot. Get rooted to the earth before the other leg rises, and slowly begin to slide the other hand back, leg up, squeezing it in, a very active leg. Deep inhale. And then slowly begin to gaze down, slide the hand forward, and bring the other leg back down.
Extend the right leg out, come up onto your left heel. And then begin to guide your chin forward. So bending the elbows, your chest will try not to touch the floor. And have a little kick in the right leg to send yourself towards chin stand. And see if you can send the legs back to chaturanga or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's. A few cycles of breath here.
Extend your left leg up. Bend the elbows, shift forward as if you were moving towards chaturanga. Send the left heel back as you take a little kick with the right leg to move towards chin stand. Maybe both legs up towards the sky, maybe the knees bend and the toes towards your head. Or maybe you will sit back, watch the screen in shock. Try anything that works. If you're there, take a couple of breaths.
Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up into tabletop. As you exhale, step the right foot forward. We will begin to extend the front leg. So some options are extending the front leg where it is. Begin to press the right heel down towards the floor. Even if the right knee micro bends slightly, keep pressing the right heel down. Keep sending the crown of the head forward and the seat bones back. And let's hold here for a few cycles of breath, where you put a lot of force into pressing down. Not trying to extend a leg or anything, just pressing the heel down. Left knee presses forward, squeeze, press, get heavy on the right heel, and then release, bend the right knee. You can come up onto the fingertips if you need. Now you can do one more repetition of that, or you can send the heel onto a block. So you can lean onto the left hand, help the heel come up onto the block with the help of the other hand, and press the right heel down and create resistance. So really pressing down, heavy heel, sit bones back, spine lengthening, fingertips tucking down, press, 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 and then with the help of your hand, release the foot down, shift the block onto the side. We can do it a third repetition, but because of time, we won't be able to. And begin to move towards half splits or full splits, finding an upright spine once you're there, or simply folding. Walking the hands down, sliding the foot back. Right foot back, left foot forward, shifting right knee down. Leg begins to extend, pressing the heel down, lengthening the side waist, getting super heavy on that heel. And notice whether your toes move out to the side or in or up. See if you can keep them slightly neutral as you press. Right knee and left heel, try to squeeze towards the midline, towards the very center of your mat, as if there was a center axis there. Sit bones back, press, 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 squeeze, press down, then release, bend the left knee. Take a few movements there if you need. And then onto a block if you have a block handy. Then squeeze the heel down, press, hand squeeze. Send even more weight. Maybe the torso can be more upright now as you press down. And letting gravity help press the heel down. And then slowly take the foot off the block. Begin to find your half splits or full splits. Taking your time. Being mindful of how you move. And in the same way that we don't know what we don't know, there are many things that we cannot understand or that are beyond the scope of our understanding. The best we can do is to stay with what we feel it's right. With what we feel it's aligned with who we are, with who we are being, or with who we want to be.
In whichever way feels most natural for you to move towards a seated position with the soles of the feet together for padasana, either heels hugging towards the groins or moving away from your body. We will take a restorative forward fold, so inhale to lengthen up through the spine, and as you exhale, let yourself fold. No force, no effort. Crown of the head descends. We take a few easy deep breaths. There are forces that are invisible to our eyes, which can go way beyond our comprehension. But it doesn't mean they're not there. And instead of sticking to a point of view, assuming something to be real, we bring that something to the light of our awareness and experience how that assumption, thought, belief makes us feel. We can ask ourselves, how does this assumption feel in my body, in my heart, in my breath? Does it provide a feeling of ease, tranquility, and optimism? maybe even a certain kind of resilience? Or does it make my breath shallow, leaving me unrestful and worried? So we can use these to choose the most beneficial for our health of mind and body. It's not really so much about what we believe, but how each belief makes us feel. Slowly begin to come out of the posture, bringing your torso into a more upright position. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, hug the heels slightly in, grab the back of your calves. See if you can very, very gently roll onto your back, guiding the feet towards the back of your room. And then lay in a supine position. The legs can go straight up towards the sky. Please send the arms into a T shape. And this movement or transition will require you to really use your core. So you can take 3 cycles like this, or you can bend the knees to make it a little easier. So from wherever you are, begin to lift the pelvis without the help of your feet and scoop the pelvis over to the right hand side. Now, draw the right hip away from the right shoulder and begin to send the legs over to the left hand side, but don't let the legs touch the floor. As you inhale, come back to center, square the hips, and then dip the hips over to the left hand side. Left hip away from the left armpit, so find length on that side, and then guide the legs over to the right hand side. Before it touches the floor, send the legs back up, inhale. Center, hips over to the right, exhale, legs all the way over to the left. Inhale to center, hips over to the other side, hip away from the armpit, exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. And this time, as you take it over to the left, you can stay here in any variation. Some of you might want to hold on to the top leg in a bent position or extended position. You might be able to lift the right arm and your gaze towards the left foot, bend the left foot and maybe grab the top of that foot for the variation of cat pulling its tail. And take 3 cycles of breath here. Slowly begin to release the feet, centering. And then very mindfully lift the pelvis without the help of the feet. Scoop the hips over to the left. Create length on the left side of the body and guide the legs all the way over to the right hand side. Replicating what you did on the left hand side. If you're in the cat pulling its tail variation, you can draw the legs away from each other, extending the top leg and reaching the lower thigh backwards. Slowly begin to come back to center. If there is any posture that you would like to take before your Shavasana, take 10 cycles of breath or so to find it. Whenever you feel it's the right time to enter a posture of deep relaxation, welcome it. Shavasana. Focus on where you are. physically, geographically, at home, in a room. And then focus on where you are in time, the time of the day, year, the time of your life. Take a few conscious breaths. Noticing the state in which you're in. And slowly begin to let any conscious effort to control the breath dissolve. Your body effortless. Your mind clear. And now begin to zoom out from where you are in space. Inside a room in your house. Zoom out from that room. And zoom out even enough for you to metaphorically come out of your house and see it from above. Zoom out even further to be able to see the whole of Basingstoke from above. The fields, the populated places. And keep ascending, keep zooming out as you begin to now see all of Britain. Perhaps the neighboring countries. Keep zooming out as you go even higher and higher, seeing the whole of Europe, the vastness of the ocean, the beauty of the world. And keep rising and ascending even higher so that you begin to see more of the earth, more of this blue dot that hovers in empty space. And begin to zoom out and zoom out and zoom out as you begin to find awe in the mysteriousness and the miracle of life on this planet, of the beautiful mother that holds us. So moving beyond the magnetic field of the earth towards space, seeing the planets, stars, the Milky Way, everything floating in the spacious expanse of the universe. A sense of calm and quiet. Take a look around. Feel a sense of buoyancy and utter lightness in your body. And then, as if you were a tiny feather on the wind, let yourself descend all the way down, back through the magnetic field of the earth, the atmosphere, passing through clouds, to tops of mountains, waterfalls, floating above the vast ocean, seeing all continents, seeing all countries, Europe, United Kingdom, Hampshire, Basingstoke, and landing back in your house, back into this room, back into the room you're in, and fully back into your body. All senses begin to sharpen as you begin to feel the body from within. Begin to awaken the fingertips and the toes, finding a little movement. Taking a deep breath in as you stretch your arms up. Take your time to roll over to one side and then find a seat. Bringing your palms into the heart. The thumbs hover in front of your third eye. May we have the vision of an eagle to see the big picture, to accept things as they are. The thumbs to the mouth to stay truthful and not judgmental with our words. And we bring the palms to the heart as we recognize the existence of the divine and miraculous, both in the tangible and intangible. And we feel the miraculous inside ourselves in the form of life-giving breath. Namaste.